कहाँ तुम्हें बाजा बजेगा नहीं यार, उसे क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ
क्या बोल रहे हो जी? उत्तम कुमार, रोल नंबर 6।
सॉरी सर।
म्यूट करो यार।
Good morning, all of you. As you know, my name is Chandrabhushan, and I'm here to present a presentation about exception handling in Python. So before going further, we just need to know some things like listed here. Now, as we can see, things to discuss. Now, the first thing is error and its types, exception and its clauses, raising exceptions, and user-defined exceptions. Each part of the presentation will be carried out further by my colleagues. So now let's start. Now, difference between error and exceptions. Errors are the problem in a program due to which the program will stop the execution, whereas exceptions are raised when some internal event occurs which change the normal flow of the program. Now, error and its types. Basically, there are two types of error. They are syntax error and logical error. Syntax error are mainly known as typing mistakes, etc., and it is tackled by the compiler or interpreter itself. Now, the whole exception and handling parts comes under logical errors. The whole exception handling is done for the logical error. Now, for further, I would like to call Pratyush Pushpam to explain. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandra. Good morning to all of you. Myself, Pratyush Pushpam, and today I am going to explain you all about the exception and its clauses. Firstly, I want to define what is exception. Exception is an unusual condition in the program resulting in the interruption in the flow of program. When error occurs, the program stops execution and thus the further codes do not get executed. Secondly, the try and except can be used with multiple and different clauses like finally, else, multiple exception, and argument. In finally block, we put a code that must get executed no matter there is any exception or not. In else, we put code that must get executed if there is some execution. And in a single try and except block, we can embed a multiple exception. And lastly, the argument is the additional information about the error, what type of error it is. And to explain this in more lucid way, I want to take an example. Suppose you are surfing on internet using a web browser, and suddenly the internet goes off. At that time, your web browser software does not get automatically closed or shut down. It will only show you a message that you have lost your internet connection and try again. So this is a perfect example of error handling in Python. Over to Satyam.
Thank you, Pratyush. Good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Manish Chitam. Today I'm here to represent my topic, and my topic is user-defined function. As we all know that programmer may name their own exception by creating a new exception class. Exception need to be derived from the exception class either directly or indirectly. Although not mandatory, most of the exceptions are named as name that end in error, similar to naming of the standard exception in Python. As we all know that this kind of function is created by the user itself within program for achieving their own task. If you will have a look at this example, here we created a new exception class, network error. Exception need to be derived from the built-in exception class. Built-in exception class exception either directly or indirectly. As you can see here, error is derived from the runtime error. Thank you. At last, we conclude our presentation.
So one slide is missing, and it will be presented by Roshan Patel.
Roshan Patel.
And Roshan Patel is absent today.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
अगला कौन ग्रुप है?
सर हम लोग को देना है सर. रोल नंबर 24 and 44 is remaining.
20 और
24 and 44.
24 and 44. हाँ, तो आप लोग स्टार्ट कीजिए.
Yes, sir. Sir,
बिना विलंब
screen
किए
sharing allow.
स्क्रीन शेयर अलाउ है कीजिए.
Okay, okay, sir.
कैमरा ऑन रखिए आप लोग.
सर स्क्रीन शेयरिंग के टाइम में कैमरा ऑफ हो जाता है मोबाइल पे. Is it visible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, first of all, my name is Mohammad Rayan, and today I am here to speak on the topic math module, which was given by Ravi Soni sir as a presentation. My name is Mohammad Rayan, and here I am to explain the topic name Math F Mod and Math F Fab S. And second topic will be explained by Arjit Raj, Maths Knock 10 and Math Factorial, and the remaining topic has been explained by my group earlier. One minute, sir. Sir, Math F Mod. Sir, Math F Mod function is one of the standard math library functions in Python, which is used to calculate the module of the specific given arguments. Sir, the syntax of F mod is maths.fmod x bracket open x comma y, and the parameters of F mod is x any valid number whether it is positive or negative, and y any valid number whether it is positive or negative. Sir, it returns a floating point number value after calculating module of given parameters x and y. And the example is here. So math fab is in Python. Math module contains a number of mathematical operations which can be performed with ease using the module math.fabs returns function returns the absolute value of the number. The syntax of math fabs is math fab s bracket open x bracket close, and the parameters of math fabs is x double colon. This is the numerical operation, and it returns the absolute value of the number. And the remaining topic will be explained by the name Arjit Raj. Arjit Raj.
Yes.
Follow.
Good afternoon, sir. In the slide, please. Yeah. Yes. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Arjit Raj, and today I will discuss the topic math.log10 function and math.factorial function. First, math.log10 function. The math.log10 function returns the base 10 logarithm of a number. Its syntax is math.log10 in bracket x, where x specifies the value to calculate logarithm. If the value is 0 or a negative number, it returns a value error. And if the value is not a number, it returns a type error. It returns a float value representing the base 10 logarithm of a number. To write this, for this we have to import math. After that, to display the message, we'll write print math.log10 function, and as a variable we'll use, in place of x we'll write 10, we'll get output as 1, as you can see on the screen. And next is math.factorial function. Please change the slide. Math.factorial function. In this function, the factorial function method returns the factorial of a number. The factorial of a number is the sum of the multiplication of all the numbers down to 1. For example, the factorial of 6 would be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which sums up to 720. The method only, this method only accepts integer values, positive integer values. And syntax for these is math.factorial x, where x is a required positive integer. If the number is negative or not an integer, it returns value error. And if the value is not a number, it returns type error. And for the, if we have to represent this, for example, we'll use math. We'll import math, and we'll print math.factorial function. And in place of x, we'll give as 6, and we'll get the output as 7. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next group.
The roll number 31.
सिर्फ 31.
इंडिविजुअल है सर.
अच्छा, अभी ग्रुप में और कोई नहीं है?
नो सर, ग्रुप का था, वो लोग सारा दे दिया.
अरे आपसे नहीं पूछ रहे हैं, अभी ऐसा कोई ग्रुप है जो अभी ग्रुप में है? नहीं है. चलिए 31 आज लास्ट है.
सर रोल नंबर 18 भी.
क्या 31 के साथ 18 है? इंडिविजुअल है?
नहीं है साथ में सर, इंडिविजुअल.
तो इंडिविजुअल है तो पहले 31 करेगा अपना, उसके बाद आप कीजिएगा. चलिए 31 आप कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए.
ओके. सर स्क्रीन शो हो रहा है?
हो रहा है.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Rohit Kumar, roll number 31 from BCA.
कैमरा ऑन कीजिए.
सर मोबाइल से कनेक्टेड है.
अच्छा, हाँ मोबाइल से. चलिए ठीक.
Hello everyone, good morning. This is Rohit Kumar, roll number 31 from BCA first sem. And today the topic of my Python presentation is inheritance and its types. Firstly, I will cover what is inheritance, and then I move towards its advantage, and lastly, types of inheritance. Inheritance. Inheritance is the capability of one class to derive or inherit the properties from another class. The inheritance makes the relation between two classes as parent, child, or this derived class for course reusability. Two common terms related to inheritance are first parent class and second one is child class. The parent class is one that is giving access to its methods or properties to the child class or derived class. The child class is one that is inheriting methods and properties of the parent class. Advantage of inheritance. First, it promotes code's reusability as we do not have to copy the same code again to our new class. It makes the program more efficient. Third one, we can add more features to our already built class without modifying it or changing its functionality. And the last one is it provides a representation of real world relationships. And now types of inheritance. First one is single inheritance. Second one is multiple inheritance, and last one is multi-level inheritance. Single inheritance. When a child class inherits from only one parent class, then it is called single inheritance. Here, as you can see, there is two classes, class A and B. A is the parent class and B is the child class that is inheriting from the class A. Now program to demonstrate single inheritance. Here I make a class with name parents and then define a function with name first, and this function will print parent function, and then again make a new class with name child class that is inheriting from the parent class, and make a second function with name second, and this function will print child function, and then make a object with name object1 is equal to child, and we can assessing the attributes of the class object1 dot first parenthesis object1 dot second parenthesis, then output of this program is parent function child function. Now multiple inheritance. When a child class inherits from more than one parent class, then this type of inheritance is called multiple inheritance. Here, as you can see, there is three class A, B, and C. A and B is the parent class, and C is the child class that is inheriting from the class A and B. Program to demonstrate multiple inheritance. Here I can make a class with name base1 and define a function with name func1. This function will print this is base1 class, and again make a new class with name base2 and define a function with name func2, and this function will print this is base2 class, and then again make a new class with name child. This is inheriting from class base1 and class base2. Then make a function with name func3, and this function will print this is base3 class, and then make a object with then make object is equal to child, and then assessing the attributes of the class object dot func1, object dot func2, object dot func3. Then the output of this program is this is base1 class, this is base2 class, and this is base3 class. Now multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, features of the base class and the derived class are further inherited into the new derived class. Here as you can see, there is three class with name A, B, and C. A is the base class, and B is the intermediary class that is inheriting from class A, and C is the derived class that is derived from class B. Program to demonstrate multi-level inheritance. Here I can make a class with name level1, and then define a function with name first, and this function will print code, and then again make a new class with name level2 that is inheriting from class level1, and define a function with name second, and this function will print with, and again make a new class with name level3 that is inheriting from level2, and from level2, and this function will print this is base3 class, and then make an object is equal to child object dot func, and then assessing the attributes of the object dot func1, object dot func2, object dot func3. Then output of this program is this is base1 class, this is base2 class, and this is base3 class. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay. और कौन है इंडिविजुअल में?
रोल नंबर 18 सर।
स्पीकर किसी का ऑन है? बंद कीजिए। रोहित कुमार का।
सर ऑफ कर दिए।
हाँ, रोल नंबर कौन सा है?
सर रोल नंबर 13 और 52 सर।
एक साथ है।
रोल नंबर 18 सर। यस सर।
13 और 52 एक साथ है और 18 है, तो पहले 13 और 52 कर लीजिए आप लोग एक साथ।
सृष्टि, हेलो सृष्टि।
शिवम
सर शेयर करने पे चला।
शेयर है, आप कीजिए, स्टार्ट कीजिए।
ओके सर।
13 और 52।
सृष्टि,
हाँ, स्क्रीन विजिबल है, स्टार्ट कीजिए।
सर गुलशन एक एब्सेंट है सर। 32 रोल नंबर।
आप लोग अपना कीजिए ना, जो एब्सेंट है उसको छोड़िए।
सृष्टि स्टार्ट करो।
Okay. Very good morning to all of you. Good morning, sir. I am Srishti Kushwaha presenting here to discuss about function overriding. Let's come to our presentation. Here is my team member, Shivam Kumar, roll number 13, Srishti Kushwaha, roll 52. That's me, Gulshan Kumar, roll 32. Overview of our presentation. What is method overriding? How many prerequisites condition for method overriding? Example of method overriding. Difference between method overriding and method overloading and method overriding. What is super dot function and its example? Method overriding. In method overriding, the child class can change its function that are defined by its ancestral classes. It is सर स्क्रीन ब्लर हो गया शिवम
हाँ एक मिनट
स्क्रीन तो दिख रहा है सही है
अभी विजुअल है
yeah it is a method in a superclass consists with that of a subclass that the subclass is said to override the superclass. In method overriding, method of function must have the same name and same signatures. Method overriding is done between parents class and child class method. Thank you. Over to Shivam.
Thank you, Srishti. My name is Shivam Kumar. My roll number is 13. And there are two prerequisite conditions for method overriding. First, inheritance should be present in the code. Method overriding cannot be performed in the same class. The child class should have the same name and same number of parameters as the parent class. Structure of overriding. Animal. Here animal is parent class and walk communicate overriding method. And cat. And cat is a subclass and walk or meow is a overriding method. For example, class animals and def walk self print hello parent class and class dog animal def walk self print hello child class. R equal to dog and R dot walk and R equal to animal and R dot walk. And output is R dog is hello child class and R dot walk is hello child class and R animal is hello parents class and R dot walk is a parent class. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next, roll number 18. 18 है ना?
Yes sir, 18. वरुण कुमार.
हाँ तो 18 अपना स्टार्ट कीजिए. और तो आप कोई बचा नहीं है 18 के बाद?
Yes sir, 102.
पहले 18 कर लेने दीजिए फिर 102 पे.
सर स्क्रीन शेयर है सर.
स्टार्ट कीजिए.
Good afternoon sir. Good afternoon friends. I am Varun Kumar. My roll number is 18. My ID is 11135. Today I am here to represent my views about very fascinating topic file handling. File handling. What is file handling? File handling is a mechanism by which we can read data of disk file in Python program or write back data from Python program to disk file. So far in our Python program, the standard input incoming from keyboard and output is going to monitor, for example, number where data is stored, permanent and entered data is present as long as program is running, but file handling allows us to store data entire through Python program permanently in disk file and later, and we can read back the data files. It contains data pertaining to a specific application for later use. The data file can be stored in two ways. First is text file, second is binary file. Data file, it contains data pertaining to a specific application for later use. The data files can be stored in two ways. Text file, in text file, each like is terminated by a special character called EOL. In text file, some translation takes place when this EOL character is read or write. Second is binary file. Binary files are faster and easier for a program to read and write than text file. Data in binary files cannot be directly read. It can be read only through Python program for the same. Steps in data file handling: opening files, performing read or write, closing file. Opening file, we should first open the file for read or write by specific the name of file and mode. File can be opened for either read, write, opened. Second is performing read or write. Once the file is opened, no, we can either read or write file which file is opened using various functions available. Third is closing file. Closing file. After performing operation, we must close the file and release the file or other application to use it. That's all, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. हाँ जी 10 कौन था, एक बच गया
सर, कोई वेटिंग में है? 102 सर।
102 है।
100। यस सर, यस।
तो 102 जो है आपका ये लास्ट होगा, और आज लास्ट होगा पीपीटी का, ठीक है। और अगर किन्हीं का बच गया है, एक दो बच्चे ऐसे हैं जिनका बच गया है, वो अपना पीपीटी मेल पे भेज देंगे, ठीक है।
हेलो सर।
हाँ
सर, रोल नंबर 10 का भी है, पर जिसको स्क्रीन शेयर करना है वो आई नहीं है सर।
तो अब आई है नहीं आई है, ये सब एक्सक्यूज बहुत दिन से हो गया, बहुत दिन नहीं चलेगा। ये लास्ट कर रहे हैं 102 का। 102 के बाद आपका या जिनका भी है पीपीटी, वो लोग क्या करेंगे, इंडिविजुअली या ग्रुप में आप मेल कर दीजिएगा, ravi.soni@cimage.in पे मेल से भेज दीजिएगा, ठीक है। हम मेल से देख लेंगे और देखने के बाद, ठीक है, हम जज कर लेंगे। क्लियर
सर? एक बार वेटिंग रूम देखिए।
हाँ लेकिन जो मेल पे भेजेंगे और जो यहाँ दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो दोनों में अंतर होगा। सेम ये नहीं होगा, असेसमेंट दोनों का सेम तरीके से नहीं रहेगा, थोड़ा अंतर रहेगा, ठीक। हम पिछले करीब 4-5 क्लास से ये काम कर रहे हैं और सारे बच्चों को हम प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कोई किसी का ग्रुप गायब है, किसी का कुछ है, ठीक है। इसके बावजूद भी हमने आपको सारा ऑप्शन दे दिया था, लेकिन फिर भी सारे बच्चे अभी तक नहीं क्लियर किए हैं। तो अब वैसे बच्चे जिनका बच गया है वो लोग अब मेल पे भेजेंगे।
सर, एक बंदे के एब्सेंट होने की वजह से सबके मार्क्स पे तो असर नहीं पड़ेगा ना?
नहीं, किसी के मार्क्स पे असर, बंदे का एब्सेंट हो जाने से हमको कोई मतलब नहीं है। अब ग्रुप में 4 बंदे हैं, 2 एब्सेंट हो गए तो 2 को दे दीजिए, ठीक है, आपका टर्न है, आप दे दीजिए 2 का। जो एब्सेंट है उनका ना फर्क पड़ेगा, जो है उनके लिए क्यों फर्क पड़ेगा? ठीक है,
वही पूछना था। ओके सर।
मतलब आप एब्सेंट जानबूझ के उनको थोड़ी कराया है, आप तो अपने लेवल पे ट्राई किए कि भाई वो चारों का चारों ग्रुप आए और पीपीटी प्रेजेंट करे, लेकिन फिर भी वो 2 बंदा 1 बंदा एब्सेंट हो गया। एब्सेंट हो गया तो हो गया, वो उसका एब्सेंट रहेगा, आप प्रेजेंट है। ठीक है,
तो अपना मेल आईडी ग्रुप पे शेयर कर दीजिएगा थोड़ा।
ठीक है। अरे रवि सोनी, आप समझ रहे हैं ना, RAVISONI एक साथ लिख दीजिएगा @CIMAGE.in। ठीक है,
स्पेस नहीं है ना सर?
नहीं कोई स्पेस नहीं।
ओके सर।
हाँ जी, 102 स्टार्ट कीजिए आप अपना।
Okay. Good afternoon, good afternoon, and good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Mohammad Ibrahim, and I present views on assembler, compiler, and interpreter. Present. My roll number is 100 from ICICI. So I will start my presentation. So visible है?
हाँ, आ रहा है, अभी स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुआ है लेकिन हो जाएगा।
हो रहा है सर?
नहीं हो रहा, अभी तक तो नहीं हुआ। अब हो रहा है, कट गया। हाँ जी, आपका नहीं हो रहा है। 102 102 102 102 के पास कुछ प्रॉब्लम है। आप लोगों की एग्जामिनेशन का डेट तो कुछ फाइनल हो गया है, पता है आप लोगों को? इंटरनल
सर इंटरनल, यस सर।
कितने से शुरू हो रहा है? 2 से?
सर 2 तारीख को।
सर।
और पाइथन कितने को है? पाइथन
4 को।
4 को है। तो एक काम करेंगे, आज पीपीटी फाइनल हो गया, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्लास अगर मिलेगा हम लोगों को, नेक्स्ट क्लास में तो कुछ कुछ पाइथन का एक बार रिवाइव कर लेंगे, ठीक है ना। वैसे तो कई बार रिवीजन हम लोग कर लिया है, लेकिन एक बार फिर से हम लोग रिवीजन कर लेंगे ताकि एग्जाम के समय आपके दिमाग में तरोताजा रहे सब चीज, ठीक है। और क्वेश्चन जो है वो टेक्निकल भी क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, ठीक है, तो ये थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिएगा। तो थोड़ा सा वो टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन कैसा हो सकता है उस पर भी थोड़ा सा गाइड कर देंगे। टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन में क्या होता है कि थोड़ा दिमाग लगाना पड़ता है, मतलब क्वेश्चन में 1 मिनट आप दीजिएगा, हाँ क्वेश्चन में आधा मिनट 1 मिनट दीजिएगा तो सॉल्व हो जाएगा।
एक्चुअली में सर मेरा पीपीटी बचा हुआ था।
अब जिनका बचा हुआ है वो मेल कर देंगे, ठीक है ना।
सर रोल नंबर 82 मेरा भी बचा हुआ है।
बचा हुआ है तो अब हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, हमने बहुतों दिन चलाया, बहुतों को समय दिया।
सर तो उस दिन आप बोले कि इंडिविजुअल लोग बाद में देगा, तो आज सर दे देंगे।
इंडिविजुअल लोग बाद में देगा तो आज दे देगा तो दीजिए। 102 को तो दिए, अभी नहीं दिया, पता नहीं कहाँ चला गया।
82
अच्छा, तो आप एक काम कीजिएगा ना, आप लोग भेज दीजिएगा, पीपीटी अपना भेज दीजिएगा ना।
तो सर
पीपीटी अभी
उसमें
आप
तो फिर आप मार्क्स कम दीजिएगा ना सर, शेयर करने पे।
हाँ, तो मार्क्स तो आपको ऑब्वियसली फुल तो नहीं मिलेगा, और जो प्रेजेंट कर रहा है और जो, तो कीजिए
सर तो
अभी
अभी कर देते हैं।
कीजिए।
ठीक।
सौम्या राज, क्या रोल नंबर है आपका?
सर 82।
102 तो किया नहीं, तो हटाइए इसको। 82 कीजिए आप। हाँ जी, स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए।
Afternoon, sir. My name is Soumya Raj and I'm here to represent my presentation, and the topic is assembler, compiler, and interpreter. Introduction. Any program written in a high-level language is known as source code. However, computers cannot understand source code. Computer only understand binary machine language. It consists of binary, which is 0 and 1. Before it can be run, source code must first be translated into a form which a computer understands. This form is called object code or machine code. A translator is a program that converts source code into object code. Generally, there are three types of translator. First one is assembler, and interpreter, and third is compiler. Assembler. Assembler is a type of system software. It converts assembly level language into machine code. It translates mnemonic operation to codes to their machine language equivalents.
आप इसे लैंडस्केप में कर लीजिए ना, पोर्ट्रेट में ये दिख रहा है अभी। मोबाइल से है तो इसको रोटेट कीजिए। आप मेरी बातों को समझे? मोबाइल रोटेट कीजिए ना, और रोटेशन ऑन होना चाहिए।
ये सर अब हो गया?
हाँ, अब हो गया, वेरी गुड।
Yes, sir. Sir, assembler convert assembly level language into machine code. It translates mnemonic operation code to their machine language equivalents. Assembler generally does not convert complete code at one time. Assembler assign machine addresses to symbolic labels. Working of assembler. Programmer write a program using a sequence of assemble instruction. This sequence of assembler instruction, known as the source code or source program, then is specified to assembler program when that program is started. It translates a source code into machine language. The output of assembler program is called the object code or machine code, understandable by the computer. Assembler creates one machine code instruction for each assembly instruction. Compiler. A compiler takes the source code as a whole and translate into object code all in one go. Once converted, the object code can be run at any time. This process is called compilation. Primary reason for compiling source code is to create an executable program. Compiler checks and convert the complete code at one time. Example of compiler-based language is C, C++, and Java. Advantages of compiler. Compiled program run quickly because they have already been translated. A compiled program can be supplied as an executable file. An executable file is a file that is ready to run. Since an executable cannot be easily modified, programmers prefer to supply executables rather than source code. Compilers optimize code. It means that it can run quickly and take less memory space. Disadvantages of compiler. The source code must be recompiled every time the programmer changes the program. Because the source code is translated as a whole, there must be enough memory space to hold the source code. They use virtual memory to hold the data. Virtual memory means RAM, which is temporarily used. Source code compiled on one platform will not run on another. The object code is specific to the processor architecture. Compilers do not usually spot error. The program has to be compiled and run before errors are encountered. This makes it harder to see where the errors lie. So debugging is comparatively hard as the error can be present anywhere in the program. Interpreter. An interpreter translates source code into object code one instruction at a time. Interpreter first convert high-level language to an intermediate code and then execute it line by line. It is just similar to a human translator, translating what a person say into another language sentence by sentence. The resulting object code is then executed immediately. This process is called interpretation. Example of interpreter-based languages: PHP, JavaScript, and BASIC. Advantages of interpreter. Instructions are executed as soon as they are translated. Since instructions are executed once translated, they are not stored for later use. As a result, interpreter require less sub-level memory. Errors can be spotted quickly. Once an error found, the program stop running and the user is notified at which part of program the interpretation has failed. This makes interpreter extremely useful when developing program. So debugging is easy as it continue translating the program until the error is met. Disadvantages of interpreter. Interpreted program run more slowly. The processor has to wait for each program to be translated before it can be executed. Additionally, the program has to be translated every time it is run. Interpreter do not optimize code. The translated code is executed as it is. Interpreters do not produce an executable file that can be distributed. The source code program has to be supplied and this could be modified without permission. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good.
सर एक मेरा है रोल नंबर 25.
25 तो एक काम कीजिए ना, इंडिविजुअल वाले आप जितने लोग हैं ना, ठीक है,